Dear respected Thầy, dear brothers, sisters, and friends, tonight we are going to have a 30-minute section of guided sitting meditation. I would like to invite everyone to sit upright, follow our breathing, relax our whole body, and offer us a gentle smile. This exercise helps us come face to face with anxieties and fears that lie deep in our stored consciousness in order to transform them. Thanks to that, we can live our present moment in a joyous, calm, and awakened way. Then we will start with the evening chant. Con kính bạch sư ông, con kính thưa quý thầy, quý sư cô, quý vị Phật tử và các bạn thiền sinh. Tối nay chúng ta sẽ có buổi ngồi thiền có hướng dẫn trong vòng 30 phút. Con kính mời tất cả ngồi cho thật thẳng, theo dõi hơi thở vào ra, thư giãn toàn thân, mỉm nụ cười nhẹ trên môi. Bài thực tập này giúp chúng ta tiếp xúc và đối diện với những lo lắng, sợ hãi, thầm kín trong tàng thức để có thể chuyển hóa chúng. Nhờ vậy chúng ta có thể sống trong giây phút hiện tại với thật nhiều niềm vui, bình an và tỉnh thức. Con xin được bắt đầu với bài hô canh tối. Stably seated under the Bodhi tree, body, speech, and mind are one in stillness, free from views of right and wrong. When we are focused in perfect mindfulness, the path is illumined. The shore of confusion is left behind. Noble Sangha diligently bring our mind into meditation. Namo Shakya Mulaye Buddhaya. chánh niệm rõ soi ở diện mùng thoáng bờ ngưỡng mong đại chúng tinh tiến nhiễm tâm thiền tâm. Nam mô Bổn Sát Gia Mâu Ni. Nam mô Bổn Sát Gia Mâu Ni. Nam mô Bổn Sát Gia Mâu Ni. Aware of my heart still beating, I breathe in, smiling to my heart still beating. I breathe out, heart beating, smiling. Thở vào, tôi ý thức trái tim mình vẫn còn đập. Thở ra, tôi mỉm cười với trái tim của tôi. Trái tim còn đập, mỉm cười. Knowing I will get old, I breathe in. Knowing I cannot escape old age, I breathe out. Getting old, no escape. Thở vào, tôi biết có ngày tôi sẽ già nua. Thở ra, tôi biết tôi không thể nào trẻ mãi và mạnh mãi. Già nua, không trẻ mạnh mãi. Knowing I will get sick, I breathe in. Knowing I cannot escape sickness, I breathe out. Getting sick, no escape. Thở vào, tôi biết có ngày tôi sẽ ốm yếu bệnh tật. Thở ra, tôi biết tôi không thể nào tránh thoát cảnh ốm đau bệnh tật. Ốm yếu bệnh tật, không tránh được ốm đau. breathe in, knowing I cannot escape death. I breathe out, dying, no escape. Thở vào, tôi biết sẽ có ngày tôi chết đi. Thở ra, tôi biết tôi không thể nào tránh thoát cái chết. Sẽ chết, không tránh được cái chết. Knowing that one day I will have to abandon all that I cherish today, I breathe in. Knowing I cannot escape having to abandon all that I cherish today, I breathe out. Abandoning what I cherish, no escape. Thở vào, tôi biết có ngày tôi sẽ phải từ bỏ tất cả những gì tôi trân quý hôm nay. Thở ra, tôi biết thế nào tôi cũng không giữ được mãi những gì tôi trân quý. Phải từ bỏ những gì trân quý, không giữ được mãi những gì trân quý. Duy nhất mà tôi sẽ mang theo. Thở ra, tôi biết tôi là người duy nhất thừa kế nghiệp quả của hành động tôi. Hành động là hành trang duy nhất, thừa kế duy nhất nghiệp quả hành động. determined to live my days deeply in mindfulness, I breathe in, seeing the joy and the benefit of living mindfully. I breathe out, living mindfully, seeing joy. Thở vào, tôi nguyện sống những ngày còn lại với chánh niệm và tỉnh thức. Thở ra, tôi thấy niềm vui và sự an lạc của nếp sống tỉnh thức. Sống chánh niệm tỉnh thức. Sống tỉnh thức, vui, an lạc. Vowing to offer joy each day to my beloved, I breathe in, vowing to ease the pain of my beloved. I breathe out, offering joy, easing pain. Thở vào, tôi nguyện mỗi ngày cho người tôi thương một niềm vui. Thở ra, tôi nguyện mỗi ngày làm cho người tôi thương bớt khổ. Cho người thương niềm vui, làm người thương bớt khổ. Dear brothers, sisters, and friends, our sitting meditation is finished. We can release our legs, do some massage on your face, neck, and shoulders. Buổi thực tập ngồi thiền đã kết thúc. Con xin mời đại chúng buông thư hai chân, massage mặt, cổ, vai. After this, we will practice the 6 earth touchings, which will be guided by our teacher in English. Và sau đó chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau thực tập 6 cái lạy với sự hướng dẫn từ sư ông bằng tiếng Anh. So practicing the 6 earth touchings gives us an opportunity to deeply touch the reality of interbeing across space and time. Thực tập 6 cái lạy cho chúng ta có cơ hội tiếp xúc sâu sắc với tính tương tức và tương duyên của vạn vật, vượt ngoài thời gian và không gian. So to begin with this practice, we will hear 3 sounds of the bell. And after that, a few minutes for breathing and coming back to ourselves. We will invite you to join your palms in front of your chest in the shape of a lotus bud. After the first guiding sentence, when one sounds the bell, please gently lower yourselves to the ground so that all 4 limbs and your forehead are resting comfortably on the floor. So while touching the earth like this, turn your palm face up and showing your openness to the 3 jewels, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. So when we touch the earth, we breathe in all the strength and stability of the earth, and we breathe out our suffering, our feelings of anger, hatred, fear, jealousy, or grief. So đối với pháp môn thực tập 6 cái lạy, chúng ta có cơ hội tiếp xúc sâu sắc với tính tương tức và tương duyên của vạn vật. Để bắt đầu cho sự thực tập, ta sẽ lắng nghe 3 tiếng chuông. Và sau đó, chúng ta có vài phút để thực tập theo dõi hơi thở và trở về. Chúng ta chắp tay búp sen sau khi nghe lời xướng và tiếng chuông. Từ từ lạy xuống trong tư thế phủ phục, 5 vóc sát đất. Để cho 2 tay, 2 chân và trán được nghỉ ngơi thoải mái trên sàn nhà. Khi lạy xuống, để 2 bàn tay mình ngửa ra, để chứng tỏ mình mở hết lòng mình ra hướng về Tam Bảo. Thiền lạy cũng là cơ hội giúp chúng ta thở vào, tiếp xúc và được nuôi dưỡng bởi sự thực tập vững chãi của đất, và thở ra nhờ đất chuyển hóa những khổ đau mà ta đang có trong lòng, như giận hờn, tham lam, sợ hãi, buồn tủi. Con kính mời đại chúng nghe một tiếng khánh nhỏ. We will listen to one sound of the small bell and we stand up.
In gratitude, I bow to my ancestors in my blood family through all generations. I see my father and my mother, whose blood and flesh and vitalities are present in me, circulating in my veins and nourishing every cell in me. Through my parents, I see my grandpa, grandma, on the paternal side as well as on the maternal side. Their energy have entered me with all expectations, all experiences, and wisdom transmitted from so many generations of ancestors. I carry in me the life, the blood, the experiences, the wisdom, the happiness, and the sorrow of all generations, the suffering and the elements that are to be transformed. I am practicing to transform. I open my heart and my flesh and bones to receive the energy of insight, of love, and of experiences transmitted to me by all my ancestors. I have roots in my father, my mother, my grandfather, my grandmother, and all my ancestors. I am only the continuation of my ancestral lineage. Please support me, protect me, transmit to me more of your energy. I know where children and grandchildren are, ancestors are. I know parents always love and support their children and grandchildren, although it happens sometimes that they are not able to express that love and support due to difficulties they encounter. My ancestors have built up a way of life that has expressed gratitude, joy, confidence, respect, and loving kindness. As a continuation of my ancestors, I bow down to the ground and receive the energy of my ancestors. Please support, protect me, and give me more strength. In gratitude, I bow to my ancestors in my spiritual family. I see in me my teacher, the one who shows me how to love and to understand, how to breathe, to smile, to forgive, and to live deeply in the present moment. I see through my teachers, all teachers over many generations, all Bodhisattvas, and the Buddha Shakyamuni, the one who started my spiritual family over 2,600 years ago. I see the Buddha as my teacher and also my spiritual ancestor. I see the energy of the Buddha and that of several generations of teachers has entered me and is creating peace, joy, understanding, and loving kindness in me. I know the energy of the Buddha has transformed deeply the world. Without the Buddha and all my spiritual ancestors, I would not know how to practice and to bring peace and happiness into my life and into the life of my family and society. I open my heart and my body to receive the energy of understanding, loving kindness, and protection from the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha over many generations. I am the continuation of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Please transmit to me your infinite source of energy of peace, stability, understanding, and love. I vow to practice to transform the suffering in me and in the world, and to transmit your energy to future generations of practitioners. In gratitude, I bow to this land and ancestors who have made this land available to me and to us. I see myself being whole, protected, and nourished by this land, and all living beings that have been there with all their efforts to make life easy and possible for all of us. I see all those who have made this country into a land of refuge for so many people of so many origins and colors by their talent, perseverance, and love. Those who have worked hard to build schools, hospitals, roads, to protect human rights, to develop science, technology, and to fight for freedom and social justice. I see myself touching my ancestors who have lived for a long time on this land, who have known how to live in peace and harmony with nature, protecting mountains and forests, animals, vegetables, and minerals of this land. I feel the energy of this land penetrate my body and soul, supporting me, accepting me. And I vow to cultivate and to maintain this energy and transmit it to future generations. I vow to contribute my part in transforming violence, hatred, and delusion that still lie deep in the collective consciousness of this society, so that all the future generations will have more safety and joy and peace. Please support and protect me. In gratitude and compassion, I bow down to transmit my energy to those I love. All the energy I have received, I now want to transmit to my father, my mother, to all the ones I love, to all the ones who have suffered and worried because of me and for my sake. I know I have not been mindful enough in my daily life. I know also that the ones who love me, they have had their own difficulties. They have suffered because they did not have a favorable environment for their development. They were not lucky. I am transmitting my energy to my mother, my father, my brothers, my sisters, to my beloved ones, my husband, my wife, my daughters, my sons, so that their pain be relieved, so that he or she could smile and feel the joy of being alive. I want him, I want her to be healthy and joyful. I know when she is happy, I will also be happy. I know as he is happy, I will also be happy. I feel I no longer have any resentment toward him, toward her now. I pray all ancestors in my blood family as well as in my spiritual family to channel energy to him, to her, to protect and support him or her. I no longer see myself as a separated self from him or her. I have become one with the person I love, with the persons I love. In understanding and compassion, I bow down to reconcile with the people who have made me suffer. I open my heart and send my energy of understanding and loving kindness to the ones who have made me suffer so much, who have destroyed much of my life and the life of those I love. I know now that that person, these people, have undergone a lot of suffering themselves, their heart overloaded with pain, anger, and hatred. I know a person who suffers so much always make people around suffer. I know they may have been unlucky since they were still a child and did not have the chance to be cared for and to be loved. And life and society have given them so much hardship. They have been wronged and abused by society. They have not been guided in the path of mindful living. They have accumulated wrong perceptions about life, about me, about us, and have wronged us and the people I love. I pray to my ancestors in my blood family and in my spiritual family to channel to him, to her, to these people who have made us suffer, the energy of love and protection, so that their heart will be able to receive the nectar of love and bloom like a flower. I pray that that person could be transformed so that he or she could experience the joy of living, so that she or he will not continue to make himself or herself suffer and make the others suffer. I see his suffering, her suffering, their suffering, and do not want to see the suffering drags on. I do not want to hold any feeling of hatred, of anger in myself regarding that person, regarding these persons. I do not want that person to suffer. I do not want them to suffer. I channel my energy of love and understanding to him, to her, to them, and ask all my ancestors to help him, to help her, to help them. In gratitude and compassion, I bow down to my ancient spiritual roots. I see myself as a child sitting in the church or the synagogue, ready for his sermon or to the performance of the ceremony of Yom Kippur or the Holy Communion. I see my priest, my pastor, my minister, my rabbi, and the people in the congregation. I know it was difficult at times to be there and to do the things I did not understand and I did not want to do. I know communication was difficult and I did not get any joy and nourishment from the teaching and the rituals. I was nervous and impatient. Because of the lack of communication and understanding between my spiritual family and me, I have left my rabbi, my pastor, my synagogue, my church, and I have lost contact with my spiritual ancestors and disconnected with them. I know there are jewels in my spiritual tradition, and the spiritual life of that tradition has contributed greatly to the stability and joy and peace of my ancestors in several generations. I know many people who embody my spiritual traditions have not been succeeded in transmitting to me, to us, the values of the tradition. I want to go back to them sometime in the future to help discover, rediscover the spiritual values in my ancient tradition for my own nourishment and for the nourishment of my children and their children. I want to connect again with my ancient spiritual ancestors and get the spiritual energy flow freely back to me again. I see Moses, I see Jesus as my spiritual ancestor, and I see teachers over many generations in the traditions also as my spiritual ancestors. I want to bow down to all in this present moment. My dear friends, if we continue this practice of bowing down, we'll get transformation and healing.
So our section tonight comes to an end. Thank you, brothers, sisters, and friends, for your wholehearted practice.